at this. Wow, we got water. Look at this cool location we're at. We're gonna blow right past it. Fuck this place. Let's find bird. Let's find turtles. Let's find the gay turtles. Hey, you, audience member. Yeah, you, VOD viewer. Yeah, you. I know you. You watch the VOD. Sitting here watching the VOD, right? Where's my fucking pride items? Not one of you sent me a pride item. I made a whole entire video about how I need pride items. That is any LGBT anime content you can find. I need it. I need it.
Content and items?
Items means anything related to LGBTQ. It could be a concept. It could be a sentence you fucking read somewhere about how good it is to be gay. I don't care. Pride items, I need them all. No one has sent me any pride items. You know why? Because every single one of you thinks somebody else is gonna do it. You're the one who has to do it. I need one from everybody. I don't need one from one guy or 25 from 3 different people. I need pride items from every single one of you. If you're watching my videos and you're not giving me pride items, you are failing the mission. You're truly failing the mission. You're bringing the whole channel down. You're bringing the whole world down. You're bringing pride down. Give me the goddamn pride items. I need the pride items, all right? I'm not gonna have to say this shit every single day with this much intensity. You know why? Because eventually, I'm gonna have some pride items and I'm gonna be happy, but right now, no happiness, no pride items, just upset fury.
You've been so mean to me all day.
All right, now it's time for you to watch Bird. He's going through a field. We found the telephones.
Cool guy.
We found where the phones operate. The gays are coming for the phones.
Still along this route.
Hey, look, there's a dude over there.
Yeah, but I don't see another sign that says like walking.
That guy's carrying me like a dog or something. I can't tell. Oh, this is neat. Was comments on comments canceled? No, actually, I think I'm probably going to bring it back soon. Because I figured out how I'm going to do it. And for a while, it was just a matter of I don't really have a good space for it in my house, but I think I can work something out. The rocks we're walking on are very large. Really makes you feel like you gotta consider every step you take.
You should always consider every step you take.
That's true. I guess I'm just considering harder though than normal, you know? I will gather pride items, we'll have some soon. That's the right idea. Ellen knows what's going on. Ellen's always on top of shit, unlike the rest of you. Everybody needs to strive to be more like Ellen Horai, which is to say, a Toho. The more of you are Tohos, the more bullets we can Danmaku onto the earth, or something.
Those sentences didn't mean anything to me.
Danmaku means bullet, and the genre Toho belongs to is bullet hell, or Danmaku game, where it's just lots and lots of bullets everywhere. As many bullets as possible. Toho's all about dodging bullets and becoming the master at dodging bullets. What's up, y'all? Look at that big old sky behind me. Big old sky. Big old sky full of pride. Really gonna be on it. Gonna be on a pride kick all month, pretty much. Nothing you can do to stop it, really. So it's time for everybody to get on board the pride train. You know, fly the flags and all that. What is this? Bikeway and nature trails. Okay, so.
What's the rest of it say?
Oh, that one says Twin Forts Trail, Dam Number 1 Trail, White Oak Nature Trail, and Discovery Center.
Like
It looks like it just points through grass. Okay, I guess this is a trail then.
Is that a bridge? No, that's just a pipe.
It's really cool looking. I think we've seen that before last time we were here. Because this must be the lake with all the turtles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna find us some gay turtles today, y'all.
I thought the search for the turtles was gay, not the turtles themselves.
Oh. No, I was thinking we're looking for gay turtles. But I guess either reading works. This is a cool shot. With both of us like that. I like it. Tell me about things, people. Tell me what's going on in your prideful lives.
I like that the car they have as an example looks like an outline of General Lee.
Nobody has said anything in the chat since that last question I answered. Must be a sleepy morning. Sunday, you know, lazy Sunday. Wake up in the late afternoon, but it's not even afternoon yet. Actually, it's noon now, and we've been up for a couple hours. That's because I get up early, wake up early, and I smack 3 rappers by daybreak, as I've said in my famous song, By Daybreak, about waking up early and slapping 3 rappers. Sundays do be like that. Sarah's doing gay dishes. Hey Sarah, tell me what you think about this. Submersible. Submersible, oh oh, submersible. Submersible, oh oh. That's the hook for that song that we are working on. Captain Samuel Pingy. Have we made it to the war? I think we've made it to the war.
Did happen here, yeah.
Hey, I didn't expect it to come so soon. I knew if we just walked away from our campground, we would end up in the Civil War, but not this. Wait, this is the Civil War?
Yep.
I was thinking that the Revolutionary War. We're right by the woods where the Revolutionary War had a big battle, and we're here learning about the Civil War. I didn't even realize. So much war, American war history, crammed into this little fucking forest. A lot of Americans fired a lot of bullets in these woods. A lot of French people also fired a lot of bullets, and a lot of Britons fired a lot of bullets in these woods. And probably some Native Americans fired some bullets or arrows or whatever they had in these woods. Who else has killed each other in these woods?
Rednecks.
Rednecks have killed each other in these woods. I'm sure some dumb teens and kids have killed themselves in these woods on accident. This is like the American Aokigahara, basically.
Suicide forest?
Yeah, the one around Mount Fuji. Well, because Americans don't commit suicide as much as Japanese people do, but we do murder a lot. So we've just got murder woods. We don't got no suicide woods. We've got murder woods. We are definitely in the murder woods right now. Literally where both the Civil War and Revolutionary War were fought. I would bet some of the War of 1812 probably happened here too. We had any wars on American soil since the Civil War?
I don't know.
I don't think we have. Obviously, the Mexican-American War was not fought here.
You sure about that?
This is not the site of the Alamo.
I forget about that one sometimes.
Really shouldn't. You should try to remember the Alamo. I don't know why, but you really should. The woods might be haunted. No, the woods are definitely haunted. The woods are beyond haunted.
At sunset.
These woods are as haunted as a woods could probably be. I mean, granted, this is a very popular place. It's not like this is a woods that nobody comes near, everybody stays away. No. The reason so much bloodshed has happened here is because it is in a good place.
Here's another Civil War thing.
It's kind of in between. It's basically in between several old cities. So because Hampton Roads is very built out now, But like, if you were to travel between what is considered Yorktown and what is considered Newport News, like, it's a considerable distance not by car, you know? So if there were only little town encampments on either side of that and you were going through these woods to get from one to the other, that would be why so much fighting was taking place here, you know? The Yorktown settlement was where the, you know, that's where not Andrew Jackson, fucking goddamn it, the other one, the Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, where he was said to take the bullets out your gun, you know, like in Hamilton.
In Yorktown, the British could not retreat.
Yeah, we're close to Yorktown right now, but we seem to be in more of a Civil War historical zone than a Revolutionary War zone right now. If you're gonna battle, you may as well do it somewhere nice. That's like the basis of all kung fu. That's true. Yeah, this would have been a nice place to chill out and fire some guns. Nah, this place would have sucked back then because the bugs here are out of control. Like this woods has pretty much every kind of bug you can find in the area. So they would have definitely been getting mosquito bit up, getting malaria and shit, or whatever disease they got back then. Fucking, they would have been getting eaten by spiders and shit. You know.
I don't even know if malaria had reached the United States by that point. I'm pretty sure that's something that only occurs in rainforests and tropical climates.
I see. Well, they would have gotten some kind of disease. Lyme disease, fucking the smallpox, the fucking bird flu. I don't know. They had diseases back then. I know because they killed most of the people. You ever see that graphic that's like all the people who showed up to Jamestown the first winter and then like who was left? And it's like
maybe 10 people.
Yeah, they're like grouped by family, and there's like one particular one that, because some of the family's just entirely gone, and then there's one where it's like a 6-person family and only the one daughter survived, and I'm like, that bitch ate the rest of her family. Like, how did she live? How did she make
Let her cook.
Maybe she got married to somebody richer and got into that house, and the rest of her family was fucked.
Birds are cool.
But yeah, most of them fucking died. The knock. I screen capped you because you look cool.
That's a really cool bird. I get why people bird watch.
Birds are cool. Bird is cool. It's a bird cool place.
I'd never noticed. This is a Sears branded pair of binoculars.
Well, you know, they have everything.
Even bankruptcy.
Even houses. Would you have bought the Sears house?
Yes. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, the Sears house, honestly, by today's standards,
There's a lot of different Sears houses too.
like the cost, like if you did the conversion, I'm sure that like if you paid the amount, even adjusted for inflation, that thing costs today, you'd be like, this is so much better than any house I could afford right now.
No, the Sears houses are in high demand after they were made public knowledge. Everyone sought them out because they're very well built, supposedly. I mean, I guess that varies on the builder, but the plans are
And
pretty
probably cost as much as a shipping container does nowadays.
Yeah, I'm down to buy 4 cans and make a house out of it. Aslan did that with a brewery.
I'm a straight guy, but Trixie, your boyfriend is hot. Sorry, you're gay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's all right. Everyone's got a little bit in them, you know. But if you want bird, you got a lot of bit in you, because there's plenty to go around. Look at this beautiful hunk of a man. I'm just gonna keep filming you until I turn everyone who thinks they're not gay, fully gay.
Please do not walk on Earth in civil war.
Oh.
Good, how are you? Good. Still under repair. Please use caution. So I think this is the bridge where we saw the turtle.
I think we are definitely about to see some fucking turtles. Although the wind is really pushing the water around. So I don't know if the turtles like the raging water.
Maybe not.
We'll find out. Last time we were here, there were a lot of turtles. Like a seriously huge, like thousands of turtles. So you can see through the water pretty easily too. So we'll definitely know.
There's one literally right there.
Where? Where's the gay turtle? Turtle
There's 3 turtles right
power! Look at him swim. Hold on, I'm fucking zoomed in.
You
too
see the
much.
ones on the
Look at him
log
swim.
too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I saw them first, and then I saw Swim Boy, and I was like, oh, he going. Gay turtle search is successful.
Covered in algae.
We're already winning so much.
Hi, little guy. You're very cute.
Anybody want to super chat a question for the turtles?
He's just vibing. There's another little one. Oh, look, they're all right over there. They're like coming out from under the bridge.
Tiny turtle.
There's 3 of them on that log over there.
Oh yeah, you're right. Way over there. Look at them all posed up like that. That's hilarious. Chillin' ass turtles.
I know, that's what we gotta get them to start.
What's the turtles' favorite anime? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mutant Mayhem. Look at them, they're coming out. They're really coming out of the woodwork.
I'm having a staring contest with this turtle. Oh yeah.
There's 4 of them. Swimming around, turtle swim, good turtles like them. Some more on the logs, they're staring up at the clouds. That one's really big. There's a small one with moss on its back.
Yeah.
Mossy turtle.
They must be
There's
expecting
mossy
food from us,
turtle.
right?
Probably,
See
because
that
we were
big
kind
guy
of
right
just
down there?
staring
He
down
almost
at
blends
them.
in.
I mean, they are really gathering up.
You see the huge one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big boy.
There's a lot of big ones.
Yeah, they're definitely expecting to get fed. They're popping up out of the surface.
Alright, let's keep moving.
Humans have food. I don't even know what turtles eat. So, besides like pellets. Yeah, we're told not to feed them. So the fact that they are expecting food at the sight of humans is somewhat disconcerting. Turtles are cute. They are so unmoving. Look at them stand on that log. They don't go nowhere at all.
Look at that huge dude.
Look at that big red turtle. He's
like,
not
someone has
wearing a
acknowledged me.
girdle. He might be a girl, I don't know, but it's a big turtle.
Swims pretty fast. I like that he just immediately started wandering
What a
towards
quick swimming turtle. What a big fucking turtle.
Hello, little guy.
He's killing it there. More like Michael Kelps. Jesus Christ. I know, I couldn't think of a better pun. Michael Shelps. There you go. I don't know how that didn't.
I feel like there's a second bridge somewhere that we could like.
Over there, there's a bridge.
But I mean, like, that we could cross back over.
Oh yeah, there's I think way past the pipe. Cause I remember us doing that once. I remember we went out on this bridge and then we circled around and we ended up back at this bridge the last time we came.
Well, that was going over there though, like where we came. parked over here and then walked across this
Oh, I
bridge
see.
and then a hike.
I see. But it did end up back. So maybe we went around that way and went to the forest and came back here.
Maybe.
This is such a successful stream. We found the gay turtles.
Have we made any money? Right?
No, we haven't made a single dollar. Nobody even paid for the turtles.
How are you?
But we've succeeded at the main purpose of this stream. So now there's nothing to do but answer questions and vibe, I guess. What is your show say? Slaying ordinary beer since 1998.
There must be turtles.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people gawking at the turtles on the other end of the bridge.
Look at that. You can see them.
Oh yeah, turtle time. A few guys.
I feel like this is less turtles than we saw last time.
It is, but there's still a lot. I mean, I think the fact that the water is raging so hard probably makes it, like, it seems hard to swim, you know? I guess that's what the shells are for, though, is to let them just kind of, you know, maintain without getting pushed by the water. Weird-ass creatures.
I love them. I want one.
Turtle time. I've had a couple turtles before.
My great uncle, he had tortoises. They were big and slow and pretty cool.
The turtles at the park are free. You can take as many as you
That's
want.
not true. They're not snapping turtles. I'm being told.
Good to know.
That one
I
seems
agree,
like
they
it's
are
running away
probably
from
not
that little
snapping
guy.
turtles. He's like, get the fuck off me, dude. Harshing my riz. I'm sure they don't say harsh, right? What do young people say to mean harshing? Y'all,
I'm
in the
sorry, I
chat,
don't know you.
if you're young enough that you use the word riz, you're probably too young to be watching this channel, honestly. But if you know what young people say instead of harshing, like, you know, you used to say harshing my mellow. I don't think anybody says any part of that anymore.
Look at that guy. He's got a short little stubby head.
You're cooling my jets. You're starking my Hulk. Turtle power.
I want to see more turtles on the, you know, where they're all just
That
hanging
guy's
out.
really going. He saw us and he went, what? Attention, attention.
He's got a very green face.
Name this turtle, chat. He wants attention.
There's two of them.
Witness me. I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. He took a little dive for a second. Waffle? Alright. You are now Waffle the turtle.
Pretty sure there's a turtle fight going.
Waffle turtle fight? Oh shit. Dun, 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 dun,
Voice
dun,
try.
dun, dun. Dun, dun. I'm gonna be closer.
That little guy's fighting that big one.
Do, 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 do. Beast Wars. Do, 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 I can't tell if they're. I don't think the fight is still going, but there's definitely a lot of communing. Oh wait, those two are slap fighting still. What the fuck are they mad about? Does this look like a fight to y'all? It definitely looks like they're slapping each other in the face to me. Big One's just trying to get away. He's like, I don't want this. I don't want this smoke. He's really going for it. He will not let him. This is like me on Jeremy the Quartering, like just straight up unrelenting. It's wild. Sometimes little bank take big bank, I guess. Cray cray. Alright, I gotta catch up to Bird. He went off ahead of me while I was watching the turtle fight. They were really going at it. What makes the turtles gay? It's Pride Month. Everything's gay this month. It's how you can identify the cool from the shit. Whatever decides it has pride this month is cool, you know? So turtles, obviously cool.
Okay, so there is enough.
You saw them throwing up flags.
You just gotta walk all the way up here and then back across and then all the way back down. You wanna do that?
Sure.
So we're here. Just up and Swamp Bridge.
How long do you think it'll take?
1 mile to Swamp Bridge.
1 mile to Swamp Bridge. All right. We're heading for a Swamp Bridge, y'all.
Vermont.
Oh, check this out.
There's also that.
Battle of Lee's Mill, Dam number 1, 1862. So still Civil War. Oh, here we go. Here's a whole fucking painting of the war. So this is what it looked like when we all started killing ourselves. Looks like mostly Union troops being drawn in this image. Probably didn't want any Southern celebratory imagery going on here. Check the bridge, looking all sexy over there. Oh, there's a fucking, like a beach. Or is that just algae? That's just algae on the surface. It looks like a beach. That is not sand, though. That's just simply a surface layer of algae grouped at the edges of the lake. Your intonation saying pride items is so stuck in my head. The self-insistence is paying off. Good. Pride items? I think about it too. It was a very natural reaction for me. I legitimately was like, how does this happen other than an AI? Like, no one's ever used the phrase before. So I decided to claim it, make it a real thing. So instead of meaning physical goods, I'm taking items in a much more broad lens of like itemized, you know, anything that is itemized under the denomination of pride is a pride item. So literally a thought about like, oh, it's fun to be gay. Like, that's a pride item, you know? So I want to collect as much of that as possible and redistribute it. The purpose is redistribution. It's not for me. I already have an endless wellspring of pride inside of me. But the way I communicate my pride only reaches so many people. I want to be able to understand more people's pride and share it. You know, show the world as much pride variety as possible. Which is why I need all of the pride items. And I know it's a pain to go link me something. What the fuck, land turtle? Guy, are you okay? He stopped dead in his tracks because we looked at him. It's all right, dude. You're good. We're not gonna eat you.
So cool.
Land turtle. He's like a Land Rover,
What's he
but
doing
with
out
a
here?
shell.
Why is he out here?
That's crazy. I heard the noise, and just thought like, oh, some kind of little animal or whatever. I didn't look over to see that it was a little turtle. Yeah, he's definitely scared. We should let him continue.
Turt Reynolds.
Turt Reynolds. Well, now we know to watch our step because there could be turtles randomly crossing the road.
Human has enough force to break a turtle shell?
Yeah. Little turtle like that? I don't think their shells are actually that tough. Because they gotta be like buoyant and shit. I don't think the shell is as much for protection as it is for letting them float like that.
Literally for protection.
But like it also lets them float like that.
I mean, I feel like they could probably float.
Maybe they could do it without the shell. I feel like that shape is just so they can kind of hover at the top of the water without getting pushed around by the current. Pride items is permanently in your brain now. Yes, yes. The meme machine works. See, sometimes it's not. Sometimes AI is so bad you can make something good out of it. You know. This is why I keep arguing in favor of AI. It's like, it's not that I think AI can do anything impressive. It's that I think you can take the results of it and do something with those results, you know? Like, you shouldn't look at AI as replacing you. You should look at it as extending you. So, you know, Jeremy, he looked at it as replacing him because he doesn't edit the AI titles. Like, my complaint wasn't that AI writes his titles. It's that he doesn't edit it to have grammar. It's fucked up. The titles don't make sense when you read them, which is just weird. Anyway, here's the whole lake. There's the bridge we came in on with all the turtles. Just looks awesome with the gradient colors of the green going to yellow, going to blue, going back to green, going back to blue, going to white. That's a swatch right there. That's a color palette right there. Taking a screen cap of that real quick. Give me a movie with that palette. How you doing, Bird?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Talking about pride items and shit.
I'll play a Pokemon.
Oh shit, Bird's playing Pokemon Go.
Look at that bird.
That was like a huge bug of some kind. Or a bird? Small
That
bird?
was a bird.
Small bird of some kind. Bird so small it looks like a big bug.
I'm just hoping I see some turtles in this little
Little grove here.
That was a weird noise.
That was a weird noise. Maybe that was a turtle noise?
Maybe.
Have you seen Captain Laserhawk? No, I have not.
I have.
Bird has?
It's not very good.
Bird says not very good.
It's very Pride, though.
I see. A movie that is very good and very Pride, Wild Zero. It's a Japanese movie about a guy who ends up falling in love with this girl, and he finds out that she's trans, and then he's like, you know what? That shouldn't matter. And you know who sends him this message? Guitar Wolf, the greatest Japanese rock and roll band of all time. They are heavily involved in this movie, just like randomly hanging out. They're just in the movie. And then
That's a rifle pit.
just scammed a white kid out of some Gorilla Glue. Excellent. What do you mean by that? What did you say that was?
It's a rifle pit. People would hide under
Oh.
that ridge.
This ridge right here? I want to go over there.
I don't think you should. It's specifically requested that you don't.
Oh, never mind then. That's a ridge where you would sit behind it and shoot at people from. I can visualize it so perfectly. They're coming up from the lake, I guess. They boated across this, and you just fucking pick them off as they're getting off the boat from behind that ridge. That
The
would be
Great Flood of '99.
sick.
Look at the bridge.
Oh shit, the bridge is fucked. 1999, huh? I was alive for this. I don't remember it. Where did I live in 99? Virginia Beach for sure. So probably didn't know. I probably did not know about Newport News yet. No, that's not true. I lived in Newport News first, in Deer Park Apartments, which is nearby actually. But only when I was like 4, only for like 6 months. And then I lived in Newport News when I was like 12 for about 2 years. I guess we moved there when I was 11 and we left when I was 13. But those are the only 2 times I've actually lived in Newport News as opposed to just nearby to it. White Oak Nature Trail. And
That's where we're
Discovery
going.
Center. Okay. More Bridgetown. 27. Why does it sound like a TV station owns Newport? That's funny. Well, Christopher Newport is who it's named after. I don't really know what he's known for, honestly. But there's a lot of stuff dedicated to him around
You've got a
here.
university and a football team.
Yeah,
Don't
he's,
ask so many questions.
there's definitely a big deal of a guy.
Look, turtle. I'm pretty sure that's a tiny turtle. You see him?
I like him.
I want to make sure that
He is a turtle. His head is moving. He's getting out the binocs. I wonder if I can film through the binoculars. It worked with that that one at
He's like-
Yorktown.
Got his head all the way up, looking back at us.
Yeah, he's really checking it out.
Got a bunch of moss on him.
Maybe he doesn't realize that staring into the sun blinds you. Maybe he's a blind turtle. Maybe they can. That's a good point. I don't know how their eyes work. The sun's pretty fucking bright though.
Yeah.
But then again, I feel like we almost can look at it. Like I can look at it for about 3 seconds and then I'm like, this was a mistake. I wouldn't now. I've learned my lesson over and over again. What a peaceful, prideful park, there's a dragonfly.
Is that a blue healer?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I was too busy following that dragonfly. It was
We
really
love
hanging
blue
out.
healers here. We're
Blue
big fans
healer.
of them. They're
Let's
cuties.
get a blue healer.
Sure. Why not?
Oh, what if we did? I had this idea where we would just talk about all of the reasons that we want to have money. Like, for instance, I need to replace my shoes. Bird needs his eyes examined really bad.
Rude.
I mean, you would agree, I think.
I would, but
Bird can barely read signs that are
What
like 10
turtle
feet in
is
front of his face.
is that a turtle down there?
That is a turtle down there.
Cute. Oh my gosh, she's moving.
I guess you can see turtles though. Got good eyesight for turtles. What are the other reasons we needed the money? There was something we just said just now. Oh, a dog, owning a dog,
Camper.
owning a place, not living with my parents,
It's a big one.
sharing a bathroom between 4 people. What else? What else do we need money for?
Getting a brewery kit.
Learning how to brew. I
A
feel like
meat
there's a
kit.
lot more basic. A lot of my clothes are fucked up. Most of what I wear is hand-me-downs. Like
Most of what I wear are brewery shirts.
Yeah, that's not a problem though. It doesn't need changing. What else do we need? I mean, the new shoes is like really on my mind right now because I'm walking around in these fucked up shoes that are digging into my heel.
I'm wearing $6 REI flip-flops that I've been wearing for 2 years. So
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck those have held up so well. REI knows what they're doing. They are a little bit chipped away at though. There's some
because a
chunks
golden
missing.
retriever ate some of them.
Yeah.
Not because they...
Not because they wore out the natural way.
I mean, they have worn out. Like, there's no soul left on them.
Right.
Or, like, pattern, I mean. But most of it is purely that a golden retriever ate a bunch of them.
Sarah, you need to tell me what kind of dog. We just got a dog 2 months ago, and it's been the single best thing that's ever happened to me, so highly recommend.
Yeah, I just really don't want to spring a dog on your parents.
Look, we know how much we need a dog because first we lived with... I mean, Bird grew up with dogs. I really didn't, so he's always had
Well, so
experience.
I didn't really grow up with dogs. We had 2 dogs while I was growing up, but both of the dogs, for one reason or another, had to be gotten rid of because of my mom.
Yeah. Well, how
So-
long did you have each dog for?
When we were 3, we had a golden retriever, and my mom didn't like that the dog jumped on us 3-year-olds.
By the way, when Bird says we were 3, he's a twin, just in case that
Yeah.
that would be
Sorry.
confusing for any other reason.
Um,
Like, who's this we you're talking
But
about?
the dog had golden retriever energy. It was really happy and excited to see us at all times. My mom thought it was going to hurt us by jumping on us. And so, to try and save our physical health, she destroyed our mental health by getting rid of the dog and saying that he just went to a farm.
Went
He was-
to a
so
farm.
I'm pretty sure they didn't kill him because he was very young. They probably just rehomed him. But yeah, I really didn't like that my mom did that, and I would bet that that caused a lot of the strife that I felt towards her growing up. And then after that, we had a greyhound that we had rescued. Her name was Katie. She
How
was
old were
really,
you for
really
this?
cool. Probably like 13 or 14. We had her a little longer, maybe like a year, 2 years. And one day, we had taken her over to my grandfather's house. My grandfather had an acre or 2 of property, kept in very much disrepair.
Ellen says the dog was just training your endurance.
And then she was running around chasing something and scraped her side really badly on a tree, I think. And basically the vet was like, hey, it's going to be a lot of money to fix this. And my mom was like, hey, I'm lazy and I don't have money. I play World of Warcraft all day instead of bettering myself. And so she got rid of the dog. She gave it back to the rescue organization. And yeah, I don't know. The day that she returned her, she drove the dog with me to school so that I could say bye. And then I just spent the entirety of my first period math class crying. Wasn't great. Wasn't fun. The math teacher was cool with it though. She got what was going on. Shout out Miss Corn.
Shout out Miss Corn.
She owns a flooring, or rather,
Beautiful dog
her
upcoming.
family owns a flooring business in San Marcos, where I'm from.
Can you even imagine having a dog that gorgeous?
I would not want to have a husky in this climate.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the right temperate zone for that, but you know, whatever. I'll never forget when we ran into that dude at that rest area with the wolf dog.
Oh yeah, I love that dog. That was outside Barstow.
Yeah, we were on our way out of California. We stopped in Barstow, which is just a town in the middle of the desert, and like the rest area beyond Barstow, even more so, literally just a rest area in the big open desert. And there was a dude there who, based on the way he dressed, almost certainly must have been in some kind of successful band, or at least related to the world of music, but he clearly had a lot of money to be dressed like hyper goth, you know? Think like a Dave Navarro or Chris Angel type like outfit, you know? And then he had this unbelievably gorgeous wolf dog with him, and he said it was the 3rd one he'd had. And basically he used to have a different dog that got killed by a wolf dog, And that made him realize, like, if I don't want my dog to be able to be killed by another dog, I just have to get the strongest dog. So that had been his theory. But the dog was fucking unbelievably just like wild and
It was
gorgeous.
German Shepherd and Wolf. I don't
Yeah.
remember. It's a very nice dog, very cool dog.
But we've, you know, when we lived with my Uncle Johnny, he had 4 dogs. You can see the video of Bird playing with all of them on the Picnic Adventure channel. It's called like Real Dog Hours or something like that. So, you know, it was nice living with those dogs, especially Daisy, the German Shepherd. She was very young and very affectionate, you know, always wanted to hang out.
Probably still is.
Uh,
I mean,
and-
not young, but definitely
Right, still very
affectionate.
affectionate.
She's just that kind of dog.
And then, of course, in January, Bird and I spent like 3 weeks at his grandparents' house, babysitting their 3 golden retrievers. All of them very sweet. The old one, Maggie, Molly, sorry, she's been around forever, and she's just I don't know why. Was there another dog named Maggie I've encountered?
Yeah, I don't remember where, but I'm sure.
No, Molly was a good girl, and she knew the reasons why. No, Molly.
She's been a great dog for 13 years, and now she just kind of hangs out and gets treats occasionally.
Yeah. And then you've got Layla, who's like 2.5, the white golden retriever. You can see videos of us
She's like
walking
3 or
her
4.
on the Picnic Adventure channel as well. I think that's like the most recent short on that channel is walking the golden retrievers.
Well, we've almost walked a mile already. You want to go to Swamp View Point real quick?
Sure. Swamp View Point.
The funniest thing about Layla as a dog is she wouldn't really bark or anything like that. She's not even whine. She would just kind of like walk up to you and go,
Yeah, she just grumbles.
which is
Grumbly.
very strange behavior I've never encountered in a dog, but adorable.
Layla is the most pretentious dog
Yeah.
I've ever met, where she acts like she is like some kind of regal queen, but like also like a 2-year-old fucking
Golden
dog, golden retriever. So she's got like this exalted sense of self-importance, especially compared to Finn, the youngest dog, who's like a year old, and he's like kind of is, but is now acting like she's above it because of
Been bothering
younger
her all
dog,
the time.
yeah.
Which I got to watch her do that to Molly all the time.
Yeah.
And it's very nice, her getting a taste for her medicine.
I think we're at Swamp View Point already.
Seems like it.
This is a really cool spot.
It's not a great place to view a swamp. There's not a whole lot of view.
This would be a great place to stage a conversation scene in a movie, though. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess this is what swamp looks like.
Here, sit across from me. Let's do like a shot, counter shot, What you looking at?
Someone pretty.
Wow.
I can't
Are
actually
you talking
see
about
you.
me? This is like, I'm doing like a Wes Anderson
Oh.
scene. Cut between one person talking directly into camera and the other.
Oh.
You know, for a place called Swamp View Point, I can't help but notice there is zero view of the swamp.
That's what I said.
In fact, nearly every other part of the park had a view of the swamp, but not this one. Feels kind of like we're in the swamp. I'm sure there is not solid ground below this dock.
No.
What a fucking thick swamp. What a foliage-riddled swamp. What a dense and alive, living, that's what I'm looking for. Dense and living swamp.
Most swamps are living.
Living in the swamp. Swamp, swamp, swamp. I'm getting swamped.
like how every time we live with your parents, I get really into Pokemon Go again?
It's because my mom is a Pokemon Go addict.
Yeah.
I think my mom thinks more about Pokemon Go than she does about anything else.
I just feel like the point of Pokemon Go is to like
Go outside and do stuff.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, my mom's not really capable of leaving the house because she has to watch her
Yeah.
dad all the time.
Well, it's just the other day I heard her going like, why can't I find all these Pokemon? If I've been for a raid pass or like an event pass, why can't I find them? And it's just like, well, because you don't.
You haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah.
You've gone to where they are.
I've been walking around and I've found a bunch of different Pokemon. Like a Doduo. I love this guy. He's such a cutie. Look at him.
My mom is sort of the main way that she plays it is whenever she drives anywhere, she will, you know,
Okay, that makes
stop
sense.
there and.
Then yeah, she is going places. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's right then.
But she only goes a couple of places, so it's not like she's going all. I don't know how much variety of location do you need to have.
There's apparently Farfetch'd you can only catch like in Japan or something.
Well, yeah, that's always been true. There's one Pokemon for every country. Like Tauros, you can only get in America.
Oh, squirrels.
But in the beginning, Pokemon Go was way more location focused, where it was like water Pokemon were near the water and stuff. And I don't think they really do it like that anymore. I'm not sure though. I haven't played it really in years.
I mean, the non-AR has gotten a lot better at predicting where you are. Like, it knows I'm at a river with a waterfront.
And you mean in terms of like the graphics that it shows you in the background?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
neat.
see?
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
That is a really cool visual.
Coming up on a raid too, so I might be doing that.
Just particularly like having just looked over that lake and then looking at that image, I was like, that does look like a cartoon version of this lake.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually kind of crazy.
My Pokemon storage is full. Time to get rid of a bunch of Pokemon.
Free in Pokemon, we're free in Pokemon, free in Pokemon, we're free in Pokemon. Uh-oh, the people behind us are starting to catch up. Maybe we gotta slow down and let them pass. This bird's free in Pokemon. Pokemon free. Oh, there's another big dog coming up.
I think I saw that dog really.
I think so too.
Hello there.
Dog. Black Lab. There's stairs. Yeah, come over to this little off-path spot. Meet me where the road parts. You remember where we first met.
I'm releasing a lot of Pokemon right now.
Release all of the Pokemon into the wild. Let no Pokemon stand. I'm just imagining like a fast forward of you like deleting Pokemon en masse at super speed as the Dune like plays over it. That's what I'm imagining.
All right, hang on. There's a raid battle right here.
Echomancer asked, making lots of money lately, Trixie? I have been, except for today. I haven't made a single dollar yet today. I've been streaming for a whole hour. It's crazy. What a world we live in. Luckily, I'm having a great time, so it's hard for me to get mad and scream at chat to give me money because, you know, I'm just enjoying life and being ghetto fabulous and extra pridefully gay and
Keep going.
looking at. I can't believe how much that actually looks like the place we were at.
Keep going.
I mean, I guess that the yellow bush wouldn't be here, but
Look at that thing.
what the hell is that thing?
There's a dragonfly catching something.
Oh, wow. Good job, Dragonfly. Ellen says, I think people ran out of money. Maybe. But the problem is, there should be
Everyone
more.
has money.
There should be more
Other
people.
people have money.
Right. There should not be only the same people here every single time. That's the issue. So, you know, we got to figure out, how are we getting all of your friends and their money? How are we getting all of the rest of the
helping
world's
you
money?
guys earn more money.
Yeah, how do we help you make more money to give us? That's another good question. But, you know, this should be like a pyramid scheme, right? Like once
Man,
I've
this
siphoned
thing is
all
almost, or rather, this thing is cute in the same way that mint salad is apparently.
Emolga, I'm cute like Emolga the dinner, Pichu.
I don't remember what happened. What she says after that.
Me neither.
Something. I'll defeat you.
Yeah,
Oh,
electric type lyrics. There's a couple more dogs coming up.
Is that a golden? That's a golden.
It is a golden retriever.
It's old like mine.
Carl has one of my favorite podcasts. I'll happily help with production. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. What are you helping to produce? Teach me how to start a YouTube and I can make money, have opinions, tell people, but no audience and no talent.
Well, it sounds like you shouldn't start a YouTube channel.
No, that's not true. You don't need a talent or be popular.
Yeah,
Look
you
at
could just be Jeremy the Quarter.
just be like Jeremy the Quarter. Figure out, well, if you have opinions, how many of those are opinions that like nobody else is saying, but you feel like lots of other people feel? You know, that's the ultimate. Like, if you can be the first one to be like, actually, this game was good. Actually, this guy was wrong about this thing. Like, call out posts are always a good way to get popular, assuming that you are correct. It's also a good way to fuck up your entire shit if you're that guy who tried to cancel Wendigoon and instead himself had like 10 videos made about how much of a dumb idiot he is. Did you know that?
Dumb idiot.
There's like literally everybody made a video about that guy's video
Dragonfly.
and how bad it was.
I love those little guys. They're so cool.
Good Dragonfly. He chilling. He cooling. How many views do you need to monetize your channel? My friend says I should do anime live streams. Lamau. It takes quite a bit, actually. It takes... YouTube has really... They've really changed the rules such that your channel needs to either grow very quickly or you need to have like a viral hit within a couple of months or you're kind of fucked. Hey, Cosmic Blue has broken the seal on Super Chats today. Just like when you drink, you know how if you get drunk, then like you can hold your piss for a long time, but the second you piss once, you can no longer hold your piss for the rest of the night, so you have to piss like every 10 minutes. I think theoretically that's how Super Chats work also. So thank you for breaking the seal, Cosmic Blue. Any extraneous thoughts on story/characters that feature absolute evil, like the demons in Freerun? Yes, I think it is. I think it's a worthwhile. What the fuck is that noise? Is that a bird noise? Yeah. Damn, that is a high-pitched fucking sound. I really like the way that Freerun handles demons, and you could call it absolute evil. I don't know if I would necessarily say that. It's a perspective thing, right? So from the demon's perspective, they are absolutely justified. From the human's perspective, the demons are absolutely evil because they pose an existential threat to humanity. And because of the existential threat they pose, humanity also poses an existential threat to demons, but demons don't really appreciate that yet. Like culturally, they're still coming around on like recognizing that humans could actually fuck their shit up, you know? But like, you know, evil is a matter of perspective. There is no grander, overarching, you know, moral justice with which we can say, oh, this is absolutely evil, this is absolutely good. But like, the way I look at demons in Free Rent, it's kind of like mosquitoes in real life, where like mosquitoes are just a net negative on everybody. Like they're parasitic. They are successful because they thoughtlessly take from other creatures. They spread disease. They, you know, they make you itch. Like there's no benefit to them. There's nothing good about mosquitoes. They don't do anything good for the rest of the world. So the argument has been made, you could eradicate all mosquitoes and it would be a net positive.
And we know how.
And we know how to do it, supposedly. Now, it's one of those things where when somebody says they can do something like that, you're like, there's no way, there's no ramifications, there's no way you can just do that, and it's just gonna be net positive forever. It just seems impossible. It seems like it would definitely destabilize something. But nonetheless, it is a very tempting argument to be like, well, yeah, fuck mosquitoes. Like, why do we need that species at all? Now, granted, I would consider that kind of an evil notion because if, say, mosquitoes survived and thrived and evolved and eventually became a more advanced species, or even just, you know, maybe they don't want to. Maybe they just want to fuck up, maybe they just want to drain all the blood from Earth. Ultimately, you know, mosquitoes, while they are a net negative, they don't ruin the planet like humans do. You know, we've fucked it up for way more species than mosquitoes have, probably. So I would think to most species, like removing humanity would be considered a moral imperative if they knew how to do it. Or if they realized the severity of the issue, you know? I think if mosquitoes knew we were even thinking about pulling the trigger on eradicating them entirely, they would do something about it, you know? But they can't. They can't even conceptualize it. They don't have a big enough brain. So, you know, us humans, we got a big advantage in this regard. And so we don't like to punch down as humanity, you know? We like to see ourselves as like trying to be magnanimous to the lower species, except for when we feel threatened to them, you know? That's why we tend to be meaner to bugs than to like small mammals, because bugs are just like, oh, you're encroaching in my space, fuck you.
Well, small mammals are cute also.
Small mammals are cute, although rats,
Rats are cute.
they don't get treated the same way, you know, because, well, anything that's like a pest.
Patties with white.
You know?
I don't know. I don't know.
I would say the human race is very like, intrude on me and you will definitely die. You're fine as long as you don't intrude on me, but if you do, you will definitely die, you know? So that's where I think in Free Rend, you know, it's kind of taken as a matter of course on Free Rend's part, like, yeah, these things are going to kill us, so we got to kill them first, you know? Like, there's no self-sacrifice in the morality of that universe, you know? At least not for the sake of, not at the cost of your own, well, yeah, that was self-sacrifice means, right? So yeah, I like when stories talk about that because I think it's a healthier view of morality than to think that, like, I appreciate the overall modus of, like, turn the other cheek, be nice, be a good person, try not to cause trouble, because ultimately, you know, it's you will usually benefit from being good. But if something is posing an existential threat to you, you just got to rise to that level, you know, sometimes, because otherwise you're just going to get wiped out. And that other thing probably doesn't have the same morality you do or care about all the shit you cared about. So how do you even preserve the morality you believe in without eradicating that which disagrees with it? And that's how religious people turn people on other people. They just dehumanize them, make them seem not a species, you know? The way Israeli media talks about Palestinians literally tries to make them seem like they are not human, so therefore you don't have to feel like you're committing evil, you know? But I think it's just as evil to like senselessly pull a plant from its roots if you're not like and throw it on the ground. Like, well, you didn't do anything with that. You just killed that thing. All right. Okay. Why'd you do that? You know, some people do it just instinctively. Some people just kill because they can and it feels right to them, and they just don't feel anything negative towards it. Those are people you really got to worry about. Sarah Louise with 4.99 says, thoughts on Year of the Snitch? We weren't connected when it came out, and I love it a lot, so I'm curious what you think of it. I also love it a lot. I have not listened to it as much as any of the previous Death Grips albums that came before it. Bird really likes Ha Ha Ha. I put that on his Bird Songs playlist. What do you want to talk about Ha Ha Ha? Why you like it?
He says ha 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 in a cool voice.
It's really cool. The way the song is like, it's kind of getting chaotic, and then that big ha ha ha, and then like this big spacious open ba, 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 ha ha ha. It's epic. And I also really love the guitar riff, that down 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 down. I think Year of the Snitch is really good. I think it's the one where it's like the first Death Grips album that had surprised me in a while, because when I first discovered them, it was like, what in the fuck am I listening to? You know, it was totally, even as somebody who listens to experimental hip hop and, you know, kind of heavy shit. I guess I wasn't that into experimental hip hop in particular at the time, but I listened to. Oh yeah, we're big time in the swamp right now. Even though I had listened to like a lot of Dialect and you know, a lot of heavy rock and stuff growing up, just the combination of sounds on Death Grips was so bizarre to me. And it took a really long time before I actually understood that it was all just like Zach Hill E-Kit drumming. Like, that hadn't clicked to me. I didn't really understand how they were doing the music. And once I knew that, it demystified it a lot, where it's like, oh, that's how they, it's not that somebody thought to arrange the notes this way, it's that Zach Hill is just live performing samples, you know? This is fucking gorgeous. This is a great swamp. Not the Great Dismal Swamp. In fact, it's not dismal at all. It's pretty beautiful.
There's a shelter.
Swamp shelter. That plus the Manson family themes. Oh, you like how the rock influence it is, especially 60s psych rock? Yeah, I've never looked into the lyrics really of Year of the Snitch. But yeah, like, I just think when Death Grips came out, it was like the heaviest, just grimiest, grittiest shit I had heard that you could just like thrash to, you know? And then as they went, like, Government Plates was like halfway between being what you would expect from Death Grips and then like really experimental, but it kind of felt like it wasn't trying to push things that far. Like, it was experimental enough to feel like, okay, this is unique Death Grips content, but not enough to feel like this is like a whole new chapter. It felt more like just a soft experiment, you know? And then we got Bottomless Pit, felt like almost like B-sides that would have been on, you know, The Money Store and what's it called? Fucking No Love Deep Web. I feel like I'm missing an album that came between those two. Oh yeah, you know, On the Moon and The Powers That Be, which I really loved. That was where it was, that like it got really experimental, but it was one particular experiment, you know, like the Björk sample, just doing a whole album of nothing but Björk sample drumming. I love it. It feels so intense and focused, but like it was just like one specific experiment. And then The Powers That Be was like, all right, now we're incorporating rock. Like, this is Death Grips, but now we're a rock band, you know? And then Year of the Snitch finally...
It's a big swamp.
Huge swamp. So it was like they had become a rock band, and then it was Bottomless Pit was like the return to form, where it started sounding more like classic Death Grips. And then Year of the Snitch was where I felt like they finally full on went like, we can do anything, you know, like we can do whatever we want. There is no answer to the question of what does a Death Grips album have to be at this point, because
That dude just rolled up and made a noise. Why, dude? Why'd you do all that? You're so cute. I like your noises.
he's got a little red bag. He wants to do it. Sample that. I hope.
He's cool.
Give me another one. Whatever, we got one really clean one. That was such a good like record screech, like fucking like jump around level, like that's the one. He did it again. Oh, I'm so glad I had stopped talking right before he did that.
Thanks, guy.
What a good noise.
What a good bird.
Great bird. You'll hear that sound in the next beat I send you, I promise. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, Death Grips. Yeah, just that like, it felt like Bottomless Pit was the full circle moment where it felt like Death Grips could have ended right there, and you would have felt like, all right, they did all the ideas they had. And then Year of the Snitch came out, and it was like, here's a bunch of totally different ideas, you know, which very well could have been also like ideas that just didn't fit with other albums, you know, like.
It's 2 miles back to the campground. Do you want to go on this 1.3 mile loop or just go back to the campground?
Let's do the loop. Unless you don't want to.
A lot of walking.
Loop, 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 loop.
Watch out for snakes. This makes me not want to go down this trail. There's
Yeah,
a lot
alright.
of signs
No,
that say
no,
I don't
no.
have shoes on.
Birds wearing flip-flops. We're not going down the snake trail. But yeah, Year of the Snitch. Just every song on it is something different, and I like that it. I think it's the last song is like the "Don't be disappointed" or something like that. Just, I feel like that song was meant to like let you know. Like the whole album feels like it's almost like telling the audience that it's supposed to be this is not a Death Grips album, or like this is some weird shit you're not gonna like, you know. It's like the atmosphere of it. But the more you listen to each individual song and like get used to it, I think they work really well. It's both Bottomless Pit and Year of the Snitch to me are less so like cohesive albums than they are just like collections of really cool, interesting songs, which is fine. I don't really need. I'm not much of an albums listener anymore anyway. Kind of moved on from that. I got too much ADHD to stay in one like vibe for 80 minutes or whatever the fuck. Unless it's like, well, because I make playlists of vibes, but it's, you know, a combination of different bands. So at the very least, it's like slightly different takes on the vibe. Landon said aesthetic butthole. I'm trying to think of other songs on Year of the Snitch, but I've got Ha 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 so stuck in my head that it's all I can think. It's that big guitar riff.
Squirrel, big fat squirrel.
Big fat squirrel. He's a huge squirrel. That is maybe one of the biggest squirrels I ever did see.
There's a lot of really fat squirrels around here.
It tends to be at camp. Like, I always see the fattest squirrels at campgrounds because you know they eat all fucking leftovers that people leave behind. Anime and Precure POV. You're standing on top of Trixie's cup as she sips it and analyzes music. Wait, your name is Oraluna Anime and Precure. Okay. POV, you're sitting on top of Trixie. Sorry, I didn't realize all of that was your name. I like how out of all the messages telling her of the Zoom, the only one she reads is Landon's. Of the Zoom? I don't even remember reading him saying something about a Zoom.
The Zoom?
I just see him saying aesthetic butthole over and over again. Oh, they were telling me to unzoom. No, I didn't notice anybody saying anything. I just unzoomed. Out of
You can
naturally.
just leave it until someone pays you.
Am I heavily zoomed in right now on myself?
No,
Oh, can
you're not on that camera. Why would you be?
both cameras are not zoomed in on my end right now. So if I'm zoomed in right now. It's not showing on my end at all. That is super weird. What does it look like?
You're
Oh,
very
what the
zoomed
fuck? Yeah, it's on the wrong camera. What?
No, it's on the right camera. It's just very zoomed in. You
The
should.
right camera would be the one facing me.
It is, you silly, silly hope.
Okay, well that's not zoomed in.
Yeah, but it was on you. You just saw something that was behind you and thought that
see.
it was in front of you, and then thought that I was wrong. But I'm never wrong. As we discussed the other day when someone asked, why do you correct Trixie so much?
It was kind of like in Blair Witch. The problem is I don't care about being wrong.
Yeah, I know. So what, that way?
Dam number 1 bridge. Is that
Swamp Fire Trail. I don't think that's where it's going.
neither one of these sounds correct?
Well, dam number 1 bridge is the bridge we came from.
Yeah, so that's got to be the right way. Has the stream been that like jumpy also the whole time?
We're in the middle of the woods with not great phone service, so yeah.
Nobody ever like I hate when I am doing a really bad show and nobody says anything.
Apparently they were saying something. So.
Well, they were saying something about the zoom, but nobody said anything about it being horribly jumpy. Blair Witch takes place in the woods of Virginia? I didn't know that. Definitely not these woods, because it looks very different from this.
I've never seen the Blair Witch Project.
I've only seen little bits of it. We're on a low res. We've not noticed any jumping, but we're on a low res. Okay. When he had opened it up just there, it seemed like it was really jumpy, but it could just be because he had just opened it up. I don't mind the low res as long as you can understand what I'm saying. But if it's like cutting into what I'm saying, then that's annoying.
Squirrels.
Squirrels. Particularly because, like, I think that when YouTube processes these videos, like for you as the audience, you can hear the audio like unbroken, but sometimes the video will stutter. But when YouTube turns that into the finished video, then like it just kind of removes all the places where it stuttered. So the audio will just jump. So
Squirrel.
it'll sound way worse on the VOD.
I love how they just like hop up and hang out on trees for a second and then keep going.
Yeah, they like to just kind of lock on the tree. I wish I could do that.
Discovery Center, nature trip. Why was there a sign for the campground and now there's not?
Everyone was laughing their ass off through the Zoom. Yeah, I legitimately don't know what caused that. I had changed the camera like 12 times within that period of you all saying that.
See what these say.
Apparently everybody was dying laughing about it.
How would everybody know that?
Huh?
Bikeway. That's where.
Well, it's not that everybody knows that. It's that 4 different people said they were dying laughing.
Okay. Let's go back to campground.
All right, how do
So
we get...
Bikeway, that's near our campground, right?
Yeah, because you have to go the other way down that path to get to the bikeway, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Lost in the woods. Gonna get lost in the woods.
We are already lost.
I don't hear Saria's song. We're not in the Lost Woods.
What?
It's a Zelda thing. You remember the Lost Woods in Zelda 1?
No.
That part where you walk through you had to walk through the screens in a specific order or else it would send you back out.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, that's the Lost Woods. They do that in a bunch of the Zeldas. And in Ocarina of Time, the way you navigate it is that your friend Saria is playing this song, and whichever door is correct, the song will be louder from that door. So you just follow the song
Wow.
until you get to Saria.
At least there's some way to tell. I don't think there was in the first one.
Nope, I don't think so either. Other than that, you didn't like go back. You had to just test it, brute force test it over and over again. That's because you're in a Silent Hill game and you're cooked. I don't know. I feel like we would have run into fog by now.
Are we going back to the house today?
Do you want to?
I didn't really want to, but
Let's see.
your mom needs her special toothpaste.
I don't know if she needs it immediately, but I figured, what was it that you wanted to go back for in the first place?
Electricity.
Ah, yes.
I don't know.
And I left my estrogen,
Yeah.
and
The only thing we really need is paper towels.
that's true, we don't have any paper towels. Well, how's the traffic right now?
Bad.
Well, I don't want to do it now then.
Like it's not going to be good at any time for the rest of the day.
What about at like 8 p.m.?
I work.
Oh
at
yeah,
5
you
in the
work
morning.
tomorrow. Of course, I forgot. This is not another night of staying up drinking by the fire. It's a night of early drinking by the fire. He just wants to Pokemon trade with your mom.
No, I'm good. I don't even think your mom is friends with me on Pokemon.
Dang.
I don't really do any of the trading anymore. Kind of just catch Pokemon, transfer.
Woods.
Woods.
Hey, Necromancer with $2 says, "Are you diagnosed with anything? Do you want to be?"
It's a very necromancer question.
That's a funny. Do you want to be? No. Why would I want to be diagnosed with something? What would be the benefit of that? Well, I went to a therapist briefly when I was like 20, so 13 years ago, and he diagnosed me with ADHD. That was about it. I thought I was there to seek aid with depression, and he told me, "I don't think you've got depression. I think you've got ADHD." And they prescribed me Wellbutrin, which made it easier for me to not care about my problems for a while. But it also made me blink uncontrollably and uncomfortably, so that sucked. And I stopped taking it after about a year, and I never felt like I needed it again. So, yeah, that's as far as diagnosis or prescriptions ever gone. Oh. But Ellen says I was diagnosed with being a genius. I actually was unironically diagnosed with that as a baby.
As a baby, that's such a
Yes.
stuttering John sentence.
It's true. No, it is true. It is very stuttering John, but it did happen. I don't know what the grounds for that is. Like, my parents thought I was autistic, so they took me to the doctor, and the doctor said, "I don't think your kid's autistic. I think your kid could be a genius." And I was,
That's not a diagnosis of a genius. It's a maybe she's a genius.
yeah, well, in any case, my parents were like, "Ooh, our kid's a genius." And up until second grade, it all checked out. It was doing real well. Then
Fire Nation.
Then I got to like third grade and I started doing real poorly, by comparison, at least. But a lot of that was just because I was getting bullied so hard by that age that I just stopped. Like, I just didn't want to be doing any of that, you know? Like, It was different when up through like second grade. I felt very proud of being good at schoolwork.
Yeah, but smart kids get bullied
Yeah.
because everyone's jealous of them.
Well, and I wasn't even like, I don't even think people knew that I was smart particularly because I didn't really talk about my grades or anything.
Yeah,
But,
it's pretty easy to tell who's doing well in school and who isn't just by their behavior in class.
Yeah, I guess so. I was mostly, the fixation of the bullying at the very least was looking effeminate and being quiet, you know. And the few times that people tried to talk to me, I tended to be very intense when I'd speak, you know.
It sounds like you.
Because my parents swear a lot, and I grew up like basically my parents told me like don't use this set of words when you go to school. So I just came up with substitute words like dang, heck, and you know whatever. And like lots of other kids just viewed that as swearing.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah, my parents don't let me say that stuff either, and I just couldn't wrap my head around that as a kid. So like being so foul-mouthed definitely drove some people away. Being way too into the stuff I was into and competitive about it, you know. Because people would be like, oh, I don't have a GameCube, that's for babies. And I'd be like, and then I'd go on a 10-minute rant about why Nintendo is not for babies or whatever. Even though it's totally for babies. But, you know, here's what it is. My teacher said, you're so smart, you'd do better if you applied yourself. Yeah, they say that to everybody. That's a big one. That's a big one everybody gets. They think they're gonna somehow convince you to care more about their bullshit than any of the other bullshit you're going through. It's like, bitch, I am applying myself to all of the other shit I got going on that is more pressing than, you know, pretending to give a fuck about whatever the hell you've got going on here. If Nintendo is for babies, I guess I need a diaper change. It's true. Baby, real ones stay babies for life. So, you know.
Dogs.
Some dogs are coming up. That dog definitely wanted to be in.
What?
Really cute little bow. She was like, put me in the video. Real ones stay friend zone for life. Nah, you can, it only takes 6 years to get out of the friend zone. That's all you gotta do. Victor's got a whole guide about this. How to win the girl of your dreams in 6 easy years or something like that. That was his book idea. Talk to a stranger, Trixie. Not any of the ones that were passing by. There are strangers I would invite into the video, but you can usually tell pretty quickly when you're looking at somebody whether they want any smoke with your camera or not. And most people don't. They're like usually kind of looking at it warily, like, uh-oh, I hope that's not pointed at me, you know, like, uh-oh, I need to stay out of the shot. Or also, is this person talking to themselves? What's going on? Especially if I'm talking about some bizarre, obscure subject as I'm passing them. Like we were passing by a whole family when I was talking about being diagnosed. And I was like, this conversation sounds funny from a distance. Bird seems to be fighting a gym or something.
Fighting a guy.
He keeps speeding up when he's using his attacks.
Leave me alone.
Getting fully physically active in the Pokemon fight.
You're gonna need to
I
bullet.
need to shave. undermine every one of her relationships and isolate her until you're her only source of human interaction. Checkmate incels. No, that ain't the technique. Now I got don't sweat the technique stuck in my head. I sure do hope we're headed the right way.
We are.
Okay. My fucking right forearm muscle is getting ridiculously swole from holding this camera all the time. Right now it's starting to feel sore though. It's like I'm at my wit's end. We've been doing this for days. Weeks even. That is indeed a bench. There's a little sign here. Bike. It's just a picture of a bike. I wish I had a second phone. That's another thing we need money for. I need to be able to get like a tablet or another phone that I can, you know, do internet stuff on while I'm using my phone, and also play music and shit. Because it's kind of a pain in the ass that when I'm streaming on my phone, I cannot use my phone. I can't look at anything. I feel like sometimes, like, you know, there must be things happening in the world that I could be talking about on the stream, but I don't even know that they're happening because I'm so locked in. Anybody know anything happening right now? Somebody with internet access want to tell me what's happening out there in the world? What's trending on Twitter right now? What's any crazy YouTube videos come out today? You know, what's the latest hour-long analysis? What's the latest hit piece? I got the news. Dun, 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 dun. Also, don't forget to send me Pride items. If you still haven't sent me a Pride item, if you're watching this right now and you haven't yet sent me a Pride item, I am upset with you. Because it's not hard. All you gotta do is open up a new tab, open up x.com, go to search Golden Witchfire, click on that little DM button, a little button that says send a DM to this person. I have open DMs, and you send me Pride items. Or you go over to the We Watch Anime channel, you go to the About page, use that little Discord link. You get into that Discord, you go over to the We Love Stuff channel in that Discord, and you dump a bunch of Pride items there. Or you could just @ me on Twitter. Or you could make a whole YouTube video and @ me in the title of it, and I'll see it that way probably. And then I'll community post it or something. I don't know. I need the Pride items so I can fill. Once I'm done being in the woods and I'm back in front of a computer and I'm ready to blast Pride items into the world at an alarming rate and viscosity, I'm gonna need a lot of Pride items. And if I come home from the woods and I've only got like 10 Pride items, and it only takes me fucking 20 minutes to talk about all of them on stream, well then I'm just gonna have to fucking shove my thumb up my ass and sit there.
Weird.
You know, like when you put your thumb in a plum.
And leave it there?
Yeah.
It's a peach.
Yeah, but what's the thing in the guy in the fucking John Mulaney cat movie Puss in Boots, didn't he like stick his thumb in a plum or something? That's what he was known for? Or a pie? Butterfly. I got the fucking phone facing the other way. Butterfly. Whatever. Ephemeral creatures. News from the world. Trump has been pronounced guilty. That was the other day,
We
though.
talked about that on stream.
We need today, like literally right now. Family Guy is funny in all caps is trending on Twitter.
That's weird.
Spyro the Dragon is trending, and the top results are My Little Pony. Huh. Spyro the Dragon is trending, with the top results are My Little Pony. So is My Little Pony in Spyro or something? What the fuck is there some kind of Spyro My Little Pony mod? Like, I mean, the Spyro controls would be an obvious way to make a My Little Pony game, so that just kind of makes sense, in a way. Any gay-related thing, especially anime, yes. Pride items are simply anything prideful, but if you have anime pride items, I need those especially, because that's like the high power point for me, you know? I'm very good at spreading anime memes. So if I find some good pride anime memes, I'm definitely using those. But any pride items is fine. I guess items and memes kind of mean similar things in this case, but I'm using the broad definition of memes. Lexemes, pride lexemes. Send me pride signals, pride, items. Anything that you could use the word item, anything that could be in an itemized list. I need it. I have an Utena bento box. Does that count? Yes. I mean, I don't need it physically though. Whoa, what the hell is that fucking thing?
It's a millipede or centipede.
That thing's fucking massive. I don't like how big that is. I do not want to find one of those on me ever. Yeah, send a photo. Yes, send me a picture of the Utena lunchbox. I will definitely share it in the stream. That is a perfect example of a pride item. I gotta create like a pride backdrop, like some kind of collection of gay anime imagery I can, stream in front of or something. Just need lots and lots of pride items. I know I started late waiting for Pride Month to actually be. I always forget about Pride Month until it's happening. And then as soon as it starts, I'm like, fuck. I should have prepared for this. But, knowing that I'm never going to do that, instead, I'm just going to push really hard to have people send me pride items. Before we get too deep in. It's only day 2. We got fucking 29 days worth of pride to really stuff it in everyone's face. Landon, I did see your pride posts. Continue, more pride. More items. I need all the items. I'm a hoarder for pride items. How do you feel about pride items, Bird? Bird doesn't care about pride items at all. He's probably not gonna find me any pride items. You hear that? This guy, you're probably thinking, he doesn't need anything. She's got Bird. Bird takes care of all of her needs. No. Bird has no interest in pride items. So, I need you to send me the pride items. Yeah, you gotta fill the hole the Bird has left in my life of lack of a pride item. Pokemon Go is a pride item, so Bird's already involved. He's already doing Pride his own way. Pride in your Pokemon. We've been talking about, Landon's been begging us to rate Pokemon designs on a stream. So we're thinking maybe we'll do the latest gen, and then we'll take super chat requests to review older Pokemon designs. And, see how that shakes out. So look forward to that sometime. Satoshi is an asexual icon. I guess I could see that. He certainly has never shown any sexual interest ever. I can't think of... Well, that's not true. There's a couple of times that Ash thinks a girl is hot, I think. But he usually kind of is more like jokey about it. I feel like there's at least 1 or 2 episodes where Ash is kind of like allured by a hot chick, the way that Brock would normally be. But usually they save that for Brock. So, and that's really even then only early into the show, and Ash was like more of a comedy character, because by the time you get to like Pokemon Advance, I don't think he's even a comedy character anymore. He's just like the guy, you know.
The guy.
I guess Sun and Moon kind of brought back some of that comedy aspect, but he wasn't the same. He wasn't like a dumb asshole like he was originally. That's what I miss about OG Pokemon, is Ash being a dumb asshole. That was like a huge part of it. Huge part of making it work. It was a legitimately great comedy show. Alright, now I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm hoping to get some super chats soon, because I'm really tired of holding this phone up. And there's gonna come a point where I think, well, I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm gonna put this fucking thing away. Fuck this. And that point is coming very soon.
Damn.
So, if nobody's got any super chat rant requests, we're gonna be wrapped up until we get back to camp and I can put this fucking thing down. Because I don't know how far away we are. I haven't been able to tell. Maybe we're kind of close. Maybe we're pretty far. I really don't know. So, all I'm thinking about is how my arm doesn't want to have to hold this thing anymore. But God knows, I will put myself through a little bit of extra physical pain, just for that sweet $1 any day of the week. Demented, money-chasing, psychopath energy. That's what I'm bringing to the table. I'm a big dog, big bear, baby I'm a lion. I'm the predator of the prey that is hiding. Oh my, I have found you.
Ooh.
Don't you run from me, little you. You are not fast enough. You are not brave enough. You are out of luck. Now it's time for you to die very rough. You have been warned. There is nowhere to run. You will lose the fight. I will take your life. I don't actually remember the last lyrics of that song. You had a choice, but you failed. There's signs. We might be getting close to a place. Long Meadow Trail, Nature Trails, Dam 1, Virgin Discovery Center. We're all down that. Oh yes, this is that big field we started in. We're getting close, gang. But none of you have super chatted me, so I'm afraid it has to end here.
Damn.
I'll see you all soon.